go get them again.
Welcome back to the Robes Away channel. I'm your host, Mark, and welcome to an unboxing first impression on my channel. Today, it is a first. This is a brand that I've never smelt, I've never sampled, I don't own any bottles, I've never had the intention of smelling this brand. I actually haven't seen in real life these bottles, so I can't wait to see them. They look nice from afar. As far as YouTube videos go, I believe this brand is part of the free bottle brigade. I believe some fragrance reviewers have received these bottles for, of course, for review, so just be careful. And this is the brand of Electimuss. This one right here is called Fortuna. I have another one that I have to do an unboxing first impression as well. These two are part of the decant site. So I didn't buy these with my own money. I'm just decanting the whole thing. I'm not keeping any of this. It's not something I blind bought or I had any interest in. But because I'm running this decant thing, I could talk to you about scents that maybe will surprise me, and maybe they're not my cup of tea, and it is from brands perhaps that I've never smelt from. And this is the case today. So fair enough, let's open this one up, let's smell it. Now this seems like, to me, it looks, I don't know, this box doesn't come sealed. So I don't know if this was a return or something. It's an all right presentation, but it seems like this was like one of those that someone just didn't like from their way. Oh, these bottles are hefty. I was not expecting that weight. So, wow. Heavy glass, heavy cap. Wow, okay. Wow, really interesting. And again, these bottles, they looked all right, like on videos and stuff like that. They looked bulky. To me, I don't know, they weren't really my taste, but the heaviness of this bottle, really impressive. And the cap. So Fortuna, this was a 2020 release. I don't know, I don't know if this one is actually discontinued. They're not cheap, because I wanted to kind of delve into the brand a little bit before I do a video. And I just went on their website, their official website. They're from London, UK, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what their website said. I couldn't find Fortuna on their official website. Don't know if it was discontinued or not. These aren't cheap, by the way. I think they were 200 plus USD. So this is not a cheap brand in any means. Now let's take a look at the notes, and you'll see the notes beside me. And, you got the familiar rose, saffron, oud combo with some florals. There's a little bit of citrus and other things, some greens and some musk, and that's about it. So there's nothing that stands out in this note breakdown. As far as the note breakdown goes, it's not sexy at all to me personally. It wouldn't sell me on this particular release because, well, we've had enough of the rose oud saffron combo. Now, this might not be it. It might not go in that direction. We'll see, but there's no real notes here that are crazy. And if this was discontinued, 4 years on the market, 3 years on the market, maybe didn't sell. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's put it on strip. Then is going to be my scent of the day. And again, it is for the decant site. So if you're interested, you can go to fragflex.com, and these will be on the decant site. 10 ml decants are being sold of this bottle. Atomizer is all right. So let's sniff it out and let's see what I get out of Fortuna. This is my first smell of the brand. Give me a good first impression. Let's see. Heavy on, well, it's exactly what I came to expect. Heavy on the rose and oud. A little bit of that piquant from the saffron. This smells very westernized oud, by the way. So off the bat, forget that grapefruit. It's not showing up. I'm not getting any of the other notes off strip. There's a little bit of piquant from the saffron, but very heavy on the rose oud combo. It smells familiar. Give me a second. I'm Rolodexing here. Yeah, there we go. This smells, this smells like early days Montale. This smells exactly like early days Montale. And yeah, I don't know how much these are. Like, I should have done my research for discounters. They're probably as pricey. You know, they're probably pretty pricey. I've never seen these things around $100 Canadian, give or take, at discounters. I've never seen these side by side by Montal. As far as quality goes on this strip and this fragrance, kind of reminds me of like the early Montals, like Black Oud, and kind of like in that vein, where there's not much to it. It's just rose oud, a little bit of piquant from the saffron, but like that familiar combo where they made it famous. Yeah, you could say that, but not a terrible scent, but an overdone idea, an old idea, like you got released in 2020. There's nothing here that screams to me like, oh, unless you want the bottle and buy the whole collection. Now we're gonna put it on skin and see if I get anything else. But first impression on this brand, good first impression on the bottle presentation. Like, that cap is heavy, the bottle's heavy. It seems like good quality stuff. It doesn't seem like this is just like a little sleeve action, but you know, it's well done. Atomizer is okay. Box is just a box. It's a nicer presentation than most, but yeah, man, this smells very much early Montal presentation. And I don't know if this is where this brand is going in that direction. I don't know, what's the other one? I have it right here that I'm going to be. So the next one I'm going to be doing is Aurora. So if you're interested, that will be coming up on the channel at some point, because I do want to decant it this week. So Fortuna and Aurora are my first impressions of the brand. And it might not be the best first impression, but at least it has a little more funk on my skin, so it has a little more interest. This smelled more like dusty westernized oud. If you've smelt a Montal, you kind of know like that synthetic oud rose saffron combo, where it's not the best quality, but it'll do the job. But you know, in those early days of Montal, it was actually not too bad. But now we're looking at 2024 and 2020 release, and has a little bit of a muskiness. I wouldn't call it animalic. Maybe a little slightly better oud than a Montal oud, because I said westernized, so I might pull back on that a little bit. But some of the Montals have some funkiness, but it's not like an oud cuir d'Arabie like Montal that has like that leathery oud kind of funk. This is like 3-4 steps down of that. But I'm not retracting the statement that it reminds me of an early Montal. Like, right when it clicked, I was just like, wow. Yeah, this is just one-dimensional. And honestly, not impressive for me personally. So, yeah, your major factors are rose and oud. Saffron's your third on the bench. Those two are your main, rose oud are your main facets. They're very equal in performance as far as, you know, as much rose I'm getting just as much oud, so 50-50. And then like the saffron just sprinkles in a little bit. So kind of your real typical oud rose saffron combo where the saffron's always a third wheel. This is where this goes. Grapefruit, no. There is a little pinch of something else floral in here than rose. There's geranium and lily of the valley listed, but honestly, very minimal. There's patchouli, vetiver, and musk in the back end of this with the oud. Musk, 100%. The other two may show up later in the fragrance, maybe giving it some green facets, some rooty facets too from the vetiver. I don't know. But honestly, all I'm getting is this. Yeah, not a terrible scent. An overdone scent profile, an older scent profile. And maybe that's why this was discontinued. Like they put, I don't know when this brand was launched. I think it was like mid 2010, something like that. So this is not an early launch, but it seems like it was an older launch that they said, nah, you know, and I would understand why it got discontinued, but it doesn't bring anything new to the market, right? It's not bringing anything new to the table. And the little nuances, like a little floral aspect, but that's about it. The little nuances don't do enough for me to say, ooh, wow, definitely go check this out. No, you can find this. And again, if you're going to discounters, I don't know how these are, but they're definitely not around $100 marks that motels go for. So honestly, if you like this kind of DNA, you know, and you haven't delved into the Mancetta Motel lineup, I would recommend it. Probably a lot cheaper at discounters. Yeah. So that's it. That's my thoughts and my early thoughts on the brand of Electimuss. And I know you guys are going to comment below and go, this was the wrong one to check out first, Mark. And sure, yeah, comment below. Let me know which ones I should be checking out. And again, I may give this a brand another chance again. I got that other one that I have to smell. Maybe that one will blow my socks off. But I might get little decants of this brand. I don't mind. If you comment below, I don't mind spending some money and just try to check out this brand and see. Maybe they have something to offer. Maybe it's not the brand for me. But there will be decants, 10 mil decants coming next week. Fragflex.com. I'm decanting these. So they did give me a code. It's TFG, the Fragrance Guru, TFG10. To receive 10% off on your purchase. So you don't obviously just have to get that. They are decanting tons of stuff on their website, by the way, by yours truly. And they also have this option that you can go on their site and basically it's like real life. So, you know, if you want one, it has to fill up to 100% for a decant and then I can decant it. So anyway, that's it. My first thoughts on the brand of Electimuss. Not the best first impression. You know, kind of reminds me of another brand. Now that might not be the DNA of the brand. It just might be the brand of the DNA. And that's where testing is always the fun part of it. So we'll see. We'll see what this one, and this is what Pure Parfum. So Pure Parfum. Okay. And they are from London. So I was correct on that. Electimuss. So now that you heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below. Good, bad, and the ugly. If you smelt this fragrance, I don't think this is a really popular fragrance from the brand. I don't recall any YouTubers really talking about this one from the brand. I might be wrong. But yeah, give me your takes. And also, like if you got nothing to say about Fortuna, throw them in. Recommendations for me and everybody else that's checking out this video. Why not? The best of the brand of Electimuss. Maybe I'll get some decants in the later portion of this year. And as always, a great pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your scent wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.